Did you know every 11 seconds a senior in the U.S. is hospitalized due to a fall? And what's worse, nearly half of all serious falls are linked to inappropriate footwear, according to reports from the CDC and the National Institute on Aging. Disasters don't always begin with a dramatic slip. Sometimes they start with a worn-out slipper heel and a dangerous belief, "I'm still fine." But one misstep, that's all it takes to trade your independence for a wheelchair. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, this isn't someone else's story. It's yours. It's about your feet, the very feet that have carried you through decades of life. Let me tell you a true story about Franklin, someone just like you. He thought he was steady until one old pair of slippers took him down and took away a part of his life. Franklin, once a man who loved peaceful walks around the park, now fears every step into the bathroom. He's 74 now, a retired sound engineer who used to work at a small radio station in Minnesota. After retirement, he lived alone in an old wooden house, once filled with his wife's laughter, his children's chatter, and the quiet comfort of late-night jazz on the radio. Every morning, Franklin made his coffee, turned on the radio, and sat in his armchair by the window, the same spot where he and his wife once shared the morning paper and quiet conversations. He didn't think of himself as old, until that one afternoon, walking down to the kitchen, his worn-out slipper gave way on the step. He woke up in a hospital bed, greeted by a doctor's words, "You've broken your hip. Walking will be very limited from now on." The physical pain wasn't the worst part. What hurt more was needing help with every step. He thought of the dinners with his wife and children, the laughter echoing through the kitchen, the soft hum of the old radio, and he choked up. "I lost more than my legs," he said. "I lost a part of who I was." One cold winter morning, his granddaughter came to visit from California. She saw him struggling in those same old slippers and paused. "Grandpa, why are you still wearing these?" She told him she was a nurse at a senior care facility. She had seen hundreds of elderly patients fall simply because of the wrong shoes. Then she opened her car trunk and pulled out a box shoes made especially for seniors with better balance support, anti-slip soles, and soft insoles. At first, Franklin laughed, thought she was just being overly cautious. But that night, after nearly slipping again in the bathroom, he quietly opened the box and tried on the new pair. Franklin gradually realized with just one good pair of shoes, he could walk more steadily, stand longer in the kitchen without tiring, and turn his hips without pain. After 1 month, he could walk to the nearby grocery store by himself. After 3 months, he was walking around the park again, no cane needed. One afternoon, sitting beside his old radio, listening to the song his wife used to love, he smiled. If she were still here, she'd scold me for clinging to those old slippers for so long. Dear friend, are you sure your shoes are safe? Did you know there are 8 types of footwear that seem harmless but quietly damage the feet of older adults? And did you know there are 3 simple solutions doctors often recommend to their own aging parents, yet very few people are aware of them? If you're 60, 65, or 75, this video may be the helping hand that keeps you steady. Most importantly, at the end of this video, I'll share a secret that many experts rarely talk about, a small tip that could reduce your risk of falling by up to 62% right in your own home. Don't look away. This journey isn't just about shoes. It's about something deeper, the belief that you can still stand tall, steady, strong, and full of hope. Because you see, one worn-out slipper was enough to change a man's life forever. But what's even more worrying is that so many seniors are still walking into these traps every day without even realizing it. In this video, we'll help you understand 8 common types of shoes that might seem safe but actually increase pain and fall risk in older adults. Discover 3 simple but powerful solutions quietly used by experts to help their own aging parents to improve balance, reduce foot and joint pain, and prevent falls. We're not just talking about shoes, we're talking about one of the most precious parts of aging with dignity, the ability to walk confidently and independently without needing help. Each section in this video will be clearly presented with real-life examples and expert insights so you can follow along and apply what you learn. And don't miss the final tip, a proven strategy that can dramatically reduce your fall risk with one small adjustment in your home. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel, because your small action could help this video reach someone who truly needs it. Come with me one step at a time, because sometimes protecting your feet is how you protect your entire life. So what's the real reason? Why can something as simple as a pair of shoes cause such serious consequences? To understand, we need to look deeper into the quiet but critical changes that happen inside the aging body. The root cause. Why shoes become dangerous with age. When you were younger, you could wear just about any kind of shoes without feeling much difference. But once you reach your 60s and beyond, everything changes, from the way your foot touches the ground, to your balance, to the flexibility of your joints. There are three major changes that happen to seniors' feet. The fat pad under the soles thins out, causing more pressure to hit the bones and nerves with each step. The sensory nervous system weakens, especially the foot's pressure receptors, reducing reflexes and balance control. Muscles and joints become stiffer and more fragile, making even minor posture misalignments lead to prolonged pain. That's why the wrong shoes can turn every step into a potential hazard. Mr. Ernest, a retired construction engineer living in Texas, once said, "I thought any comfortable shoe would do, but it turned out my familiar old pair made me slip in the kitchen. Since then, I've been afraid to walk alone." I didn't lose my freedom because of old age, I lost it because I was careless. But the danger isn't only physical. The three biggest reasons why seniors keep wearing unsafe shoes are psychological and behavioral. These shoes are still good, it'd be wasteful to throw them away. I've worn this style my whole life, nothing bad has happened. New shoes feel weird, I'm already used to these. These small assumptions build up over time and turn into major consequences. That's why you need to keep reading, because what seems like a minor mistake today might lead to a fall you never recover from. We're about to go through 8 common types of shoes that appear harmless, but are secretly behind hundreds of thousands of senior fall injuries every year. But before we dive in, picture this. The danger isn't in how the shoes look, it's in how they interact with your body day after day. Just like a tiny pebble in your shoe, if ignored, it can bring you to a halt. These shoes don't hurt you immediately, but they slowly eat away at your stability. Let's start with the first 4, the most common in every senior's closet. Heeled shoes, even low heels, can be dangerous. You might think I don't wear high heels anymore, but many older adults still wear 1.5-inch heels to church weddings or formal gatherings. These seemingly reasonable shoes are actually silent culprits. Heels raise the back of the foot, shifting the body's center of gravity forward. The result, toes are squeezed tight, leading to joint deformities and ligament pain. Knees and hips adjust unnaturally, causing back strain and joint degeneration. Balance becomes unstable, especially on slippery or uneven surfaces. Mrs. Helen, 68, once slipped at her granddaughter's wedding while wearing elegant low heels. She fractured her wrist and spent 3 months in rehabilitation. 2. Flip-flops. Convenient but full of risk. Many seniors love flip-flops because they're easy to wear, light and breathable. But flip-flops offer no arch support and force the toes to grip tightly with each step. The consequences. They often lead to plantar fasciitis, causing sharp heel pain every morning upon waking. Gait instability, leading to strained ankles, knees, and lower back. Higher fall risk, especially on wet floors or stair edges. Mr. Marvin, age 72, once enjoyed strolling along the beach in flip-flops during a vacation. But one minor misstep on a hotel stair left him needing hip surgery. 3. Worn-out sneakers. Look new, but they're old inside. One of the most common mistakes, thinking that if a shoe isn't torn, it's still good. But the midsole, the part that absorbs shock with every step, loses up to 40% of its cushioning after just 6 months of regular use. Old sneakers can lead to poor arch support, which misaligns the joints, extra pressure on knees and spine, a subtle slipping sensation, increasing the risk of falls on tiled or hard floors. Dr. George, age 70, didn't understand why his knees constantly hurt until he replaced his still good-looking sneakers with a new pair. The pain disappeared within weeks. 4. Backless house slippers, cozy but dangerous. They may seem harmless, but backless slippers are one of the leading causes of indoor falls among seniors. Why? No heel strap means your toes must grip tightly with each step. It disrupts your walking rhythm, reducing stability. When you need to react quickly to avoid an obstacle, answer the door, etc., the slipper may slip off, causing a fall. Mrs. Elaine, 75, fell while carrying a bowl of rice to the living room, all because of a fuzzy backless slipper. She was hospitalized for 2 weeks due to a tailbone injury. Before we continue, take a moment to reflect. How many pairs of shoes in your home feel comfortable and familiar, but may actually be silently robbing you of your balance and confidence? In the previous section, we explored the common mistakes in shoe choices and how safe-looking footwear can slowly wear down your stability. But now the question is, which exact types of shoes are secretly causing harm, and which familiar pairs are actually quiet enemies we wear every day? Let's keep going. We'll uncover 4 more types of shoes, and some of them might be sitting quietly in your closet right now. 5. Smooth worn-out soles. The hidden banana peel in your closet. Try this: flip your shoes over and look closely at the soles. If the grip pattern is worn smooth and there's no traction left, you're walking around with a hidden fall hazard. Smooth soles are dangerous because they reduce friction with the floor, making slips, likely on tile wood or damp patios. They fail to grip when stepping quickly, turning around, or going down steps. Some formal shoes, like leather dress shoes, come with smooth soles by default. Mr. Thomas experienced lingering back pain after a minor kitchen slip caused by his favorite leather shoes. 6. Tight leather shoes with old designs. When your feet no longer fit the past. Aging doesn't just wrinkle the skin, it also widens your feet. Yet many seniors continue wearing shoes from 10-20 years ago without adjusting the size or style. Tight shoes can cause nerve compression, leads to foot pain and numbness. Restricted blood flow, especially dangerous for people with diabetes. Toe deformities, joint pain, and balance issues. Mr. Luis, a former factory worker, had to give up his daily walks due to unexplained foot pain. Only after getting his feet measured did he discover his foot had widened by half a size. 7. Going barefoot indoors feels natural but comes with real risks. Many seniors believe going barefoot at home helps them relax or stay cool, but in reality, walking barefoot after age 60 increases your risk of falling by up to 37%. Why no shock absorption, putting pressure directly on knees, hips, and spine? No arch support, leading to foot fatigue and posture, misalignment, high chance of stepping on small objects like crumbs, buttons, or on damp flooring. Mrs. Martha, a senior living alone, once came close to a serious infection because she didn't notice a small cut caused by stepping on a piece of shattered glass in her kitchen. She had diabetes, and that small wound turned into a serious ulcer. 8. Using one pair of shoes for everything, convenient but costly. Many seniors choose one best pair of shoes to wear everywhere for morning walks, grocery trips, church, and even gardening. But each activity requires a different kind of support. Walking shoes need proper heel cushioning and flexibility. Gardening shoes need anti-slip soles and ankle protection. Dress shoes should look nice, but also fit well without pinching the toes. Using the same pair for every task wears them out, quickly reduces support, and increases fall risk due to mismatched movement demands. Mr. Carl from Washington State once used his expensive walking sneakers while gardening. After just 2 months, the sole wore down and lost traction, causing him to slip while watering plants. Summary: you've just learned about 8 common types of footwear that can be surprisingly risky for seniors. Chances are you own one of them, and they may be quietly robbing you of your freedom to move with ease. But don't worry, the answer isn't buying a closet full of shoes. It's about choosing the right shoe at the right time for the right activity. And that's exactly what we'll cover next. 3 practical solutions to help seniors improve balance, reduce foot pain, and regain confidence in every step. After identifying the hidden dangers, we can't stop there. Awareness is only the first step, action is the goal. The good news: these solutions are affordable, low-tech, and require only a little knowledge, a few small changes, and a willingness to try. Solution 1: get your feet measured again. Correct size, shape, and current needs. It sounds basic, but over 80% of adults wear the wrong shoe size, especially in terms of width. After age 60, your feet may widen by up to half a size compared to your younger years. Tendons stretch. Fat pads thin out. Your foot's structure needs to change. Do this sometime this week. Visit a shoe store with professional foot measuring tools. Measure both feet while standing up. Ask about your arch type and foot pronation. Do your feet roll inward or outward? Try on shoes for specific purposes. Walking indoor. Use chores. Mr. Lewis, after getting his feet measured, discovered he'd been wearing shoes one size too narrow. Once he switched to the correct fit, his foot pain, which lasted for a whole year, disappeared within 2 weeks. Solution 2. Adopt the 3-zone shoe system. Use the right shoes for the right task. Instead of relying on one all-purpose pair, divide your needs into 3 main categories. 1. Indoor shoes, non-slip soles. Heel support lightweight and easy to wear, but not loose. 2. Daily walking shoes, strong arch support, cushioned heel and wide base, easy to put on yet firm and secure. 3. Activity-specific shoes. Shoes for long walks. Shoes for gardening or outdoor work. Dress shoes for church or formal events. They must still feel comfortable and non-restrictive. After organizing his shoe collection into these 3 categories, Mr. Carl experienced far less knee pain while gardening and no longer worried about slipping in the kitchen. Solution 3. Use orthotic inserts. Turn ordinary shoes into specialized support. Not everyone needs medical-grade shoes, but orthotic inserts can make a big difference. There are 3 common types. Arch-correcting inserts help prevent overpronation, rolling inward, and improve balance. Heel pressure. Relieving inserts reduce pain in the heels and knees while walking. Pressure point pads for people with corns. Toe pain or bone misalignment. Some orthotics can be heat molded to match your exact foot shape. They cost less than $40 but offer results similar to premium 200+ options. Note, if you have diabetes or nerve pain, consult your doctor before using orthotics. In summary, the solution isn't about constantly buying new shoes. It's about understanding your feet, choosing the right footwear, and adding proper support when needed. If you apply these 3 solutions, you may start noticing the difference within just 1 to 2 weeks. Less foot pain, more flexible movement, greater confidence, fewer slips and stumbles. Final thoughts: a plan to protect the feet that have carried you through life. Your feet have been with you your whole life, from your first baby steps to running in the schoolyard to building a home, raising children, working and living through every season they've been there. But in the later years, they grow tired, sore, and too often they're forgotten. If you've read this far, it means you're ready to change that. Remember, just one fall can cost you a lifetime of independence. Just one wrong pair of shoes can lead to months of pain, but just one right decision can bring back comfort, safety, and freedom. Take action today. Go through your entire shoe collection. Schedule a foot measurement at a professional shoe store. Follow the 3-zone footwear system and assign your shoes to specific purposes. Equip at least one of your most used shoes with a proper orthotic insert. And please share this video with your loved ones, your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles. You never know, one small act could help someone you love to avoid a serious injury. Let your feet continue their journey, but this time with the care and dignity they truly deserve. Thank you for staying with us until the very end. We'll see you again in the next video, where we protect senior health one simple, loving step at a time. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment to share your thoughts, and subscribe to Senior Health Table so you never miss another important tip for your health and well-being. Take care and see you next time.